This should be the last week of the giveaway. I should be announcing a winner here as soon as we kind of tally up all your guys' entries. So if you have not entered to win, this is your last chance. This will be the last video I post before we announce the winner. So make sure you guys enter to win, and you guys want to get that custom diffuser. Remember, every $5 you spend on the website will give you one entry to win one of our custom diffusers. We're gonna get ready to go ahead. I just got the boxes in to ship them out. Remember, we got 70s, 71, and 72 for you guys with the 71s and 72s. Last chance to enter to win. Every $5 you spend gives you an entry at the contest to win that diffuser. Now, let's get this thing, see if we can get this thing running. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm excited today. I am excited, but I do want to share some information with you guys. You guys know how much I like helping you guys out. Now, look what came in. Yeah, buddy, injectors. Now, you're like thinking, don't you already have injectors? Yeah, I do. And guess what? That's where I messed up. And that's why you guys are going to watch this video and learn from my mistakes. Now, injectors are very important, obviously, to your LS swap. Low impedance, high impedance. Low impedance, high impedance. What's the difference? Impedance is Z. Z is the amount of the total resistance in the circuit. So what happens is, depending on the ECU you guys are running, that's really what it comes down to for your LS swap. So there's a lot of ECUs that will work with high impedance only. And then there's ECUs that will work with both. There's ECUs that work with only low impedance injectors. And where I went wrong is that I was looking for a injector that was, I was really only looking for the size of the injector, really. This is a 120-pound injector. And I said, you know what? That's the math, kind of what I was looking at for horsepower. That's another thing you have to consider, is in the type of fuel you're running, also the amount of power you expect to make or that you're going to be using the car for. So we needed a high pound injector, or depending on how many cc's you're going to be running. So that's another thing to take in consideration. But I went into Holley's website, and the only reason I bought the Holley's was because I figured, you know what, I'm running Holley fuel rails, let's run the Holley injectors. And when I went onto their website, I looked at, they had the 120-pound injectors. They're reasonably priced. They're under $600. I was like, you know what? Let's go with that. They should work together well. What I did not take in consideration, when you guys should, don't make the same mistake I did, is these are low impedance injectors. And it would have been fine if I was maybe running one of their Dominator ECUs or something like that, or even running their resistance pack. They have like fuel injector resistant harness that you can buy as well, that would bring the low impedance up to a high impedance. That would have been fine, but that's not the case. I'm running a stock style PSI harness with a Gen 4 ECU. Now, let me grab it. My ECU, this is, I guess you can call it LS3 style, like new Camaro style. I'm running this guy here, and that's the mistake I made. So I ordered the low impedance injectors, and this ECU does not respond to that. So the amount of resistance, I want to say the low impedance, these guys run about 3 to 4 ohms of resistance, versus a high impedance injector will run right around 12 ohms or so, give or take. Now, why is that important? Is because this ECU is not going to be able to communicate, let alone work, with this guy here. Now, I'm really hope, guys, we're going to try to get actually a start on this car today. So don't go anywhere. I really hope I didn't fry my ECU, because that is another thing to take in consideration. Another reason why to have the right injectors with the right ECU. Now, I could have swapped my ECU or swapped my injectors out, but injectors are going to be a little easier to swap out versus an ECU and harness. So this style ECU is not going to work with this injector, this low impedance. So we had to go high impedance. So the injectors I ordered and I'll tell you why here in a sec. Let me move some stuff around. I went with the Fuel Injection Clinic. They were very reasonable and they're very good quality. There's another company out there that I was researching and they were just super high. I mean, super high as far as cost goes, which, I mean, what do you expect for a high quality injector? But these are really kind of be the best of both worlds. They're a really high quality injector and they're affordable. These were around $700, give or take. They're going to be, obviously, depending on how many cc's you guys. I want to say I want 1,000 pounds or 1,000 cc injector. So depending on the size, so you got to have to take that in consideration along with the fuels you're going to run. So I'm going to be running E85 in this thing. So as soon as you go E85, guys, you guys lose 30% right off the bat. So that means you're going to need bigger injector already. So take that in consideration. We might have fried that ECU. So I really hope we did not. I hope the ECU is still okay. So that's another reason why we couldn't get this thing to stay on. So injectors, guys, do not make the same mistake I did. Make sure you guys get the right impedance injector for your build. Also, the length. The length is very important. When I was researching this thing, make sure you have the O-ring to O-ring length that you need, especially with the Holley fuel rail. You make sure you guys are running the correct length. Now, this is the mid-mount Holley intake. And so this is actually, if you guys are curious on what style injector you can run, or I should say size, they call it as a LS1 style injector. So it's about 60 millimeters O-ring to O-ring. So that's kind of what you can go off of there. If not, contact the guys over at the Fuel Injection Clinic, man. They pick up right away. They got some good info for you guys. And like I said, they're super affordable too. So let's open these things up. Maybe we get these things on. Oh man, look at that. Man, those look good, huh? He ain't got the box yet. Oh yeah, look at that, guys, right away. I mean, look at this thing. Just the craftsmanship alone, already impressed. You can tell that these things are going to be sick. Oh yeah, I like that. Fuel Injection Clinic. These are LS1 length style injectors. Now these, the only issue also, guys, take that in consideration, is your style connector. Now the old ones, if we go look at the old ones comparison to the new one, this is the Holley one. This is a EV1 style injector, and which is the old style injector connector, and the EV6 is the newer style injector connector. So we also are going to have to swap out the injector connector. We're going to have to cut the old ones off, splice some new ones on. But they do have an adapter they sell. I didn't want to do the adapter. I didn't really want the bulkiness of the adapter. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually cut the old ones off and crimp the new ones on and all that. Maybe even solder them, we'll see. But oh man, these things look pretty. Oh yeah, look at that. Those are nice, guys. I am excited. Hopefully these guys do the trick. Another reason why I went with these guys, these are also rated for E85 as well, so we can run flex fuel. It'll be perfect for that. Let's see if we can get these things installed. All right, everyone, so it is a few days later. We finally got the injector connectors back here, as you guys can check it out. We had them send us the pigtails. We got the pigtails installed, wired in, laced in, so that way we can hook up the injectors. Now make sure you guys get those. I forgot to get those when we ordered the injectors, but now we got to wait on a tuner, guys. We're not going to be able to get a first start, but hopefully you guys can take some of this information, and before you order injectors, make sure that the ECU is compatible. That's the biggest thing. Compatible, low impedance, high impedance, check, verify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times even. Just double check, triple check, all the above. Don't make the same mistakes I did. But yeah, this should be the last video for the giveaway. So if you guys have not, remember, enter the giveaway. It's still going on for the diffuser. Today should be Friday if I upload this video correctly. So you'll have till midnight to enter to win. Every $5 you spend will give you an entry to win. Remember the diffuser for the Chevelle 71, 72, and a 70 to enter to win. Make sure you guys hit the website up. And also, you guys got to be a subscriber too to win. So if you guys bought something and have not subscribed, make sure you do as well. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. And I'm out. Stay wrenching.